Hi everyone, it's Janine from It's Naturally Neen, and today I wanted to talk about confusion with regard to your healing. So anytime that something would go wrong with my health, I would initially look to diet, to the environment, what I'm living in, what I'm surrounded by, without ever thinking about what's going on emotionally in my body. And just to back up, I have had rheumatoid arthritis since the age of 15, so it's been almost 20 years now of living with that condition. It wasn't until this year that I realized the impact that confusion has on your body's ability to heal. The body hates confusion. Confusion actually serves as food or fuel for dis-ease. And I like to say dis-ease because it's dis-ease within the body. And so what does confusion feel like? Confusion feels like very stuck energy, very disempowering energy, and very disconnected. It's like you don't know which way to go. You don't know what move to make, which is inherently very disempowering. Now, on your healing journey, there can be many sources of confusion. For me, abundant. So the doctor telling you, you'll have this for life, diet doesn't matter, eat what you want, you'll always need medication, and so on. And telling you, like, for example, you can never heal joint damage. Once you have it, you can't heal it. There's another side of me that's very spiritual and very connected to God that believes actually I can heal things like that, even things that they say that you can't heal, and that there are medical miracles all the time. So this creates confusion in my body. Having somebody with an authoritative position speak over me and tell me this is your future, this is your destiny, that creates a lot of confusion in my body. For me, other sources of confusion came from coaches. I worked with a lot of health coaches, health practitioners. I was once vegan, then I was headed towards fruitarian, I was pescatarian, then I went full out keto carnivore for almost a couple years. And so within that space, I felt very confused as to what is the best diet for me. And I was following what other people had done, what other people said you needed to do in order to heal. But oftentimes, I wasn't getting the results that they were getting. And so I would just, in a way, gaslight myself like, oh, this is just detox. Like, they said you were going to detox, this is detox. But no, actually, this diet doesn't work for me. In today's age, there's so much information available on the internet that it can be very confusing to log into social media and just say you've committed to a certain way of eating. I'm just going to use the example carnivore, right? And then you go online and you see people talking about the dangers of carnivore and certain deficiencies that can happen and why carbs are necessary. For me personally, I feel very paralyzed from that information because it's like, well, shoot, I had already committed to this way. I thought this was the best way, but now someone else is saying this. And there's a lot of that goes on today. So what's really happening here is that you are leaking energy. You're leaking energy and you're giving your power away. You're outsourcing your discernment and you're allowing others to tell you what to do, what's right for you. These voices are all, if you notice the theme, they are all external to you. These sources are all external. It's not an intuitive hit that comes from within. It's not something that came up spontaneously in your body. It's all outside of you. So I want to remind you that we are our own healers. But when we're leaking energy, we get weaker. Our physical body, our mental body, our spiritual body, every single body that we have gets weaker. And the weaker we are, the less able we are to heal. And just a side note, a leaky field is very much associated with leaky gut. Now, I want you to imagine what holes might be in your field. And those holes represent where you let in others' opinions, others' voices that don't necessarily align with what you feel in your body, where you let in experiences and people who are not in alignment with your values, where you allow in negative self-talk, negative self-beliefs, and anything that causes you to disconnect from yourself or self-doubt. These are all holes in your field that allows lower vibrational energy to attach to you. And the more permeable your field is, the more permeable your gut is. And I just want to remind you that what's happening in the physical started in the metaphysical. So we need to look at what's going on with our energetic body to get to the root of what we are experiencing in the here and now. So this conversation about confusion is also a conversation about boundaries. So in our healing journey, we need to learn how to be boundaried with people, with information, with things, music, anything that we're consuming. We need to be boundaried. And the stronger, the firmer our boundaries, so is the strength of our field, the strength of our gut. So confusion today in our consumerist society is extremely rampant. You go on your Instagram, or maybe you have a TikTok, or you Google whatever modality, whatever platform you use, and you're instantly inundated with information that they know that you're seeking. And all of this can cause you to self-doubt. And that's why we need to develop boundaries. And I want to add another idea for you. So we all have a crown chakra, which is up here. And a lot of people, when they meditate, like to imagine light coming down. This is the way that they connect to the divine, to God, universe, whatever it is that you want to call it. When we are over consuming, this channel is just getting blocked. Just imagine you have this coach here, you have this course here, this podcast that you listen to, your doctor, your health practitioner, your friend, who whatever it might be, your TikTok over here, all of that content, it clogs our channel and it blocks our connection to the divine, because there is divine guidance that we are all able to receive. But when we are over consuming and constantly distracted, we are not connected. And also, when we are clogging our channel in that way, we become disconnected from the gut, from our intuition, and from ourselves. We can't even hear ourselves because there's so much noise, so much distraction going on within our body, within our field, that we can't even discern what our gut is trying to say. So as I said, this confusion energy is very disempowering. It leaks your power to others, to other sources, and it disconnects you from yourself. A huge part of my healing has been eliminating the confusion in my field and getting back in touch with myself. Now, I'm going to offer a second part to this. I'm not sure if it's going to be in a video or a PDF format. I will announce that, but I'm going to offer you ways to help clear the confusion in your field so that you can get in touch with yourself again. I also have an upcoming meditation that walks you through this process, and that will be announced soon. Click subscribe if you like this content and stay tuned for the upcoming announcements.